don't just necessarily make a decision based off of the costs associated with whatever program that you're trying to buy into. We're halfway through the year. Now, if you guys recall, back in December, January timeframe, I did a video live stream where I was talking about why didn't you get certified throughout the year 2023? Well, here we are halfway through the year. And I guess my question is, how many of y'all have gone out there and actually gotten certified? We're halfway through the year. There really is no excuse for those of y'all who say y'all want to enter the industry and you want to get your certifications these past 7 months. That was more than enough time for some of y'all to go out there and at least get A+ and or Network Plus, maybe even Security Plus certified. That was more than enough time. But for those of y'all who didn't, well, we're going to go over some of the reasons as to why you aren't getting certified out in these streets so that you can move your IT career along. So let me go ahead and pull up the world's greatest slideshows right here. The top 10 reasons that I think as to why people do not get their certifications, ladies and gentlemen. Reason number one, a lot of people claim they can't get certified is due to a lack of time. So many individuals, they say they will struggle to find the time to prepare for a certification exam due to their busy work schedules, personal commitments, or other responsibilities. I do believe this to be true to a certain extent because life does happen, especially if you got children, you got relationships, or even if you're a single person, you might mess around and get sick, or you got responsibilities at the job and all types of crazy stuff going on. So a lack of time is an excuse. And yes, I am calling it an excuse as to why people don't get certified. But the problem with that is if you want to get certified, you have to make the time. Now, every time somebody comes up and they do a consultation with me or they ask me questions about how do I study for an IT cert, I always tell people, if you're trying to get certified and you're trying to get certified rather quickly meaning maybe 2 months, 3 months or something like that, then you're going to have to schedule out some time. And I always tell people, if you can just dedicate 30 minutes a day towards your studies, about 5-6 days a week, just 30 minutes, whether you're reading something over, you're going over some notes, you're doing a lab, or however it is that you're studying, you're watching my videos on YouTube, just 30 minutes a day. That typically is more than enough time for you to get certified, especially as it relates to these entry-level certifications like A+, Net Plus, and Security Plus. I don't believe you need to sit around and study 2-3 hours a day studying this stuff, because yes, this stuff can be dry and boring and will put you to sleep. All you need is about 30 minutes a day. That's it. You can apply this to your overall health. Me, I started working back out recently. I don't know if y'all can tell, but you probably can't, but whatever. But even with my workout regimen, I'm not out there for 90 minutes, 2 hours a day working out. I've been working out 6 days a week. During the workouts, I only average about maybe 45 minutes a day, maybe an hour, depending upon what I'm doing, if I'm lifting weights or something like that. But anyways, just 30 minutes a day is all you really need. The problem is, can you actually block off that time and make it mandatory to where you put your phone down, you turn the TV off, you tell your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your kids to leave you alone, and you just get in there for 30 minutes a day and be like, I'm just going to focus on this doggone material because in the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I'm trying to go take this certification test, pass it, get certified, add it to my resume, and go out there and start looking for a job. If you can do that, I promise you, you will be successful. But the thing is, you have to make a conscious decision that you are going to block off this time to get certified. And yes, you're going to have to deal with the dry slideshows, the boring notes, the reading of the books, whatever the heck it is that you're doing. You're going to have to make that time. So lack of time is one of the reasons that a lot of people claim that they cannot get certified. Also, when people come to me and they inquire about, hey, I want to sign up for your advanced certification training program, this is one of the things that I actually tell prospective students that actually want to sign up and learn this stuff where they're actually interacting and working with me directly. I tell them that, hey, this is a year-long program. And it's specifically designed that way to allow for you to handle your personal business. Like I was telling you earlier, vacations, sickness, family, jobs, whatever the heck it is you got going on. Even with all that, you still got to block off the time, at least 30 minutes a day, to go out there and get it in so that you can hopefully become successful in passing your certifications. Let's go on to reason number 2. So reason number 2 are high costs. So certification exams and related study materials can be expensive, and this can deter individuals who may not have the financial resources or who view the cost as prohibitive. So that is an understandable concern. Depending upon what type of certification you're going for, these things can become rather pricey. And let me go ahead and show you some of the prices that you guys might encounter as you're out there trying to learn your entry-level certifications. Let's just say you like, hey, I want to learn A+. It doesn't even matter what cert, we're just going to focus on A+ certification. When you guys are out there doing your research, you're like, how much does this stuff cost to get certified? Let me show y'all how much this stuff might hit you for in the pockets. If you were to go to a tech boot camp in your local area, your local city, wherever the heck it is that you live, you're like, hey, I want to learn A+ certification. I can almost promise you're going to be looking at paying $2,500, $3,500, maybe even more for like a 10-day or 10 business day boot camp class where you're going to be sitting around looking at nothing but slideshows all day. I can almost promise you this is the type of money you're going to be looking to spend. If you're like, hey, well, let me go check out my local community college, my local tech college, and assuming you got to pay out of pocket because you don't qualify for financial aid or something like that, I can almost promise you're going to be paying about $5,000 to $10,000 for a 6 to 12, maybe 18-month-long program. If you decide, hey, I'm going to enroll into my local university and college, if it's a state school or whatever, you probably going to be paying about $5,000 to $10,000 a year in tuition bills to learn this type of stuff. Now, over here on the Tech G channel, Tech G believes in certification training for all budgets. I got some free 99, well, some 100% free stuff on here, some free 99 stuff. I even got some stuff for $100, $200, and then, stuff starts to get a little bit more pricier as it goes up. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because IT certification training can be expensive. But the thing is, you can't necessarily judge the quality of a program based off of the price. Meaning, you go look up my stuff. Well, when you're judging these programs, you got to look at what exactly are you paying for and what are you actually getting at the end of the rainbow. So let's just say you go pay $2,000, $3,000. You come up with the money to go take some type of certification training. Well, what is that going to hopefully guarantee you? I don't even want to say guarantee because nothing's guaranteed. What is that going to get you at the end of the day? More than likely, whatever training you took, hopefully it should help you get the necessary skills to pass the certification if there's a certification affixed to it. And then hopefully, more importantly, in my opinion, teach you the relevant skill sets that you need so that you can put this stuff on your resume, demonstrating that, hey, you know how to do this stuff that you just learned about. And then hopefully you go get your job interview and then they start asking you technical questions and you can explain all this stuff. The end result is hopefully you getting a job that can pay dividends into the future. You understand what I'm saying? So let's just say you put up a $2,000 investment or something like that. Will that $2,000 transform into like a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year job? Because if it does, then the $2,000 might be worth it, especially if you know there's a high chance of you getting a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year job at the end of the rainbow, assuming you do everything that you're supposed to do. I also do understand that those of y'all who don't have that type of money to put forward, then, you know what I'm saying, that could be a major hurdle as to what's preventing you from getting certified. And there are all types of options out there, all types of content on YouTube that you can go out there, but you can go to Udemy, you can go look up other people on YouTube. You can even sign up for my YouTube memberships that start off at like $10 a month. But the thing about getting what I like to call the El Cheapo training, 9 times out of 10, you're only going to get basically the information to just help you pass the test. And also with that information is probably going to be a lot of self-studying involved with it, meaning you're not going to necessarily be able to reach out to the teacher or the YouTuber or whatever to ask him or her a bunch of questions so that they can explain concepts to you. I mean, that's typically how this works. Not saying that they're giving out bad information, but a lot of this stuff you're going to have to dedicate the time on your own to learning and comprehending and understanding. When programs start getting a little bit more expensive, it's not necessarily because the person who put the course together wants to make a bunch of money, although making money is a great thing, but they're typically adding on extra services that can hopefully enhance your overall learning experience by, providing coaching, mentorship, one-on-one training, helping you with your resume. They got a whole bunch of labs that they're walking you through, yada, yada, yada. All the stuff that I do for those of y'all who are interested in my advanced training program. So that's typically what you're paying for. So I'm saying all to say, when you're sitting around thinking about, man, I want to become an IT professional and I want to get these IT certs, don't just necessarily make a decision based off of the cost associated with whatever program that you're trying to buy into, unless you can only afford X, Y, and Z because your funds are severely restricted for whatever reason. But if you can afford to invest a little bit more money to get a higher quality product that can help you learn and comprehend this information, or if you can reach out and have a conversation with the actual person who presents the information where they're giving you some coaching, tutoring, mentoring, etc., I would strongly consider investing in that because, like I said earlier, the initial costs or whatever these people might charge, it might seem pricey, but at the end of the day, if that can help you land a job making $50,000, $60,000 a year, and then working in the IT industry, assuming you know what you want to do and you're moving along pretty quick, you can go from $50,000 to $75,000, $80,000, $90,000 in like 3 to 5 years. And all it took was you, $1,500, $2,000 to get started. So that's just something to think about when it comes to costs. All right.